The time of love is here. Let these troubled days be done. I tell you, come on, everybody. Come on, everyone. The time of love is here. Let these troubled days be done.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome. This is Dr. Herbert Harris, and this is Motivation Monday. Motivation Monday, and these are messages, our success messages, our life messages brought to you each Monday from our book, The 12 Universal Laws of Success. There's 2, 5, 4 life. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. And you know, so many people have used this book to transform their lives. And it's available on all digital platforms and, of course, on our website, www.herbertharris.com. You know, today is an interesting topic. The topic is hang in there. And the reason that I wanted to do this topic is because I got a vibration that so many of you are committed to do great things, but it just has not happened in the time that you think it should. I'm doing this talk this morning because so many of you, and let's say so many of us, I mean, it happens to me too, have gotten to that point in your life where you say, man, this is just not working. And you think about throwing in the towel. And the key I want to share with you today, there's a scripture that says, seek and you shall find. Knock and it shall be opened. Ask and it shall be answered. The problem is, it never tells you how long. What you say, babe from Mississippi. Thanks, Pam, for joining us today. And Sade Tavia, my co-host from Fantastic Friday from New York City. Thanks for joining us today. But let's look at this topic. Let's look at this. Many times you want to do great things. You have an idea, you have a dream, you have a vision. And stuff just does not work out the way you thought it would. If you've had a vision, and let's even more, if at right now, if at this point in your life, things are not moving as fast as you would like them to move. If you would like to change that, I'd like you to write in the box, speed up, speed up. Success is on the way. If you're working at something and you've been diligently pursuing it and still has not manifested, write in the box, speed up. Success is on the way. Thank you, Leo, Moonlight Rose. Thank you all for joining us today. And this topic was really on my heart because I know that many of you, many of us have worked at projects, worked at things we wanted to be, we wanted to do, we wanted to have. And my gosh, it just did not happen when you thought it would. But I want to say today, have faith, speed up. Success is on the way. And I'll tell you why. There's spiritual principle here. Spiritual principle says, seek and you shall find, ask and it shall be answered, knock and it shall be opened. But it doesn't say how long. Well, the reason is because you do it until you get it. Someone was interviewing many years ago, we were talking about the rain dance. And said that the Indians would dance to make the rain. And they said, well, how does that work? And they say, we dance until it rains. And so in your life, in our lives, we have to work at it until we get the results desired. You see, when the idea of seeking you shall find, it says that you have to create the vibration within you. You have to create the desire within you to overcome the resistance. There's always resistance. You see, you don't have to plant weeds. You ever wonder why in a garden people plant flowers and yet weeds grow? Why is that? You don't have to plant weeds because there's a yin-yang aspect in the universe. There's an equal and opposite reaction to every action in the universe. So when you strive to do good things, when you strive to do incredible things, the world pushes back on you. You found that to be true? Have you found that when you're pushing the hardest, the world seems to push back just as hard? If you found that to be true, just write in the chat, true. And sometimes, it may not even seem fair. It's like, man, I've been working on this for hours, years. It just seems like at this point, the universe should give it up to me. But this process of resistance is really a process of purification. The difference between a piece of coal and a diamond, they basically have the same chemical composition. But the difference between a piece of coal and a diamond is pressure. A diamond is basically a piece of coal that's been put under extreme pressure. So the things that seem to be blocking you right now, the things that seem to be obstacles in your life right now, are just pressure from the universe to help you get stronger. Pressure from the universe to help you get better. So you know what? My thing is, look, bring it on. Bring it on. The more pressure, the more resistance, the stronger you get. When the world pushes back against you, you push back against it. You have to wonder sometimes, well, why do people quit? Let me give you a statistic. When I used to teach sales, one of my great teachers was a fellow named Tom Hopkins, sales teacher. And one of the things he was saying was that the bulk of your sales, I think somewhere 60 to 80% of your sales are made after the fourth or fifth presentation. So what that is saying is at least 3 or 4 times before you get a yes, you get a no. You get a I don't know. You get a I'm not sure. You get a maybe. And so in our lives, when we keep working at our project, and if you don't have a goal, if you're not trying to do something important, this may not be for you. But if you're working at something, there's something you want to be, something you want to do, something you want to have, this is for you. Keep on pushing, no matter what. See, people quit, people stop, people give up because of the fear of failure. When you've been out there plunking and pushing and doing the thing and you still don't get the results you're seeking, you say, well, I keep failing and I keep failing. If I try again, I'll fail again. Don't worry about that. Failure is just a dress rehearsal for success. The fear of criticism will make you give up, especially from people close to you, from your family, from your loved ones. When they see you've been out there on the success battlefield, working to make it better for you and for your family, and it just does not happen, and they say, oh, you should get a job. You should do something differently. This isn't going to happen. Well, you say this: they never build a statue to a critic. And the more they criticize, the more you keep working. Guess what? If you weren't doing something important, they wouldn't be criticizing you. I've never seen anybody criticize a failure. Okay. But the other reason that people quit, give up, is that I call it like the fake. They give up through procrastination. So you never say, I'm throwing in the towel. You just don't put the towel in there in the first place. You get me? You don't go into the ring. It's one thing to be in the ring and get knocked out, but it's another thing to never get in the ring. So procrastination will keep you from getting into the ring of life. And yet you never admit to yourself that you've quit. Think about that for a moment, folks. If you procrastinate in paying your phone bill and you don't admit that it's a quit on your part, it's a quit that will have a result that your phone is going to be turned off. You know how these cell phones, boy, you 2 minutes late and the thing is they're sending you texts and emails and all that kind of stuff. But you procrastinate, so you never get it done. And guess what? Eventually your phone gets turned off. And so that's the same in life. The things that you want to be doing have, when you procrastinate in pursuing them, when you procrastinate in giving your all, when you procrastinate in saying, hey, I draw the line here. I felt enough pain. I'm going to get up. I'm going to change. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to look at where I am. I'm going to change things about my thinking, about my emotions, about my relationships, about my habits. And I'm going to do new things to get new results. The chapter 11 in the 12 Universal Laws of Success, chapter 11, is the law of persistence. And it says, hang in there. Keep doing what you're doing. Hang in there. When you get to the end of your rope, tie a knot in it and hang in there. When you procrastinate, it's like you're never hanging in there. So if there's one thing that will help you be, do, and have what you desire, is to make a staunch commitment to stop procrastinating. To overcome procrastinations, always knowing that procrastination is probably the number one cause of failure. Always realizing that procrastination makes you waste time, makes your duties go unperformed, makes you miss opportunities, makes you miss engagements. Procrastination lets your life slip away, never getting into the ring to show your best stuff. So when we say hang tough, what are some of the things that you can do to hang tough, to keep going, to hang in there? Number one, you got to work from a schedule. You see, when you have a schedule to get something done, there's a tendency, a subconscious tendency there to fulfill that schedule. If you don't schedule the things that must be done in your life, they probably won't get done. So number one, have a schedule. Number two, work from a list. You see, when you have a list, it gives you a visual idea of what you have to do. It's like having a roadmap. You know, before they had a GPS, we used to have to buy maps. And you look at that map, and that map gave you the directions, the roads that you have to go down to get where you want to go. And so when you have a list of things to do to accomplish your goals and to make this your day for victory, work from the list. Number three, always be on time. See, time is that one constant that everybody has. I have the same number of seconds in my minute that Warren Buffett has. You have the same number of minutes, number of seconds in your minute that anybody else has. And so when you master time, when you're always on time, you put yourself in the vibration to receive that which you're seeking. Handle one thing at a time. You see, one of the things that undermine our ability to hang in there is we get ourselves confused trying to do too many things at one time. If you handle one thing at a time, number one, get it done. Number two, get it done. Number three, get it done. Number four, get it done. If you handle one thing at a time and just focus on that one thing at that moment, you put all of your powers of attention, intention, focus, and concentration on a particular outcome. You're giving it more energy. And E equals MC squared. Manifestation varies directly as the level of energy, the level of vibration that you put in there. And then finally, complete yourself. Somebody said, Dr. Harris, what do you mean complete yourself? I mean, bring it to a conclusion. You know, when you're writing a book, one of the greatest, you might say, impediments to writing a book is the search for perfection. That sometimes you can get so involved in trying to be perfect, trying to be right, trying to be better, that you never finish. Perfection is never really happens. Perfection is a continuous realization of your improvement and your expansion. So always complete yourself. If you set out to do something today, finish it. Don't worry about whether it was perfect. Don't worry about whether it accomplished all the things you set out to do. Finish the task. You know, when a child is hungry and you go out to get food, you may go out for steak. You may go out for cereal. You may go out for whatever, but you come back with something. Maybe you didn't get steak. Maybe you didn't get cereal, but you found some apples. You found some oranges. You found some bananas. So always complete yourself. Never come back empty-handed. Let's just take a deep breath. I felt really led to share this with you today because I know that many of us are struggling. Or I do, you do, everybody does. Many of us are struggling with what to do next. And I say to you, just do it. In your heart, you know what to do. Just do it. In your plans, you know what to do. Just do it. Because if you keep doing it, if you hang in there, if you seek until you find, if you knock until the door is open, if you ask until the answer comes, you cannot fail. Because you can then be what you want to be, do what you want to do, and have whatever you want to have, always knowing that the best is yet to come. So it is. Thanks so much for being with us today. Felt led to share this message, and please share it with your friends, with others, with other people who may be in that moment of doubt when they're not sure they're on the right path, to say, hang in there, hang tough, keep rolling. The best is yet to come. So it is. Motivation Monday with Dr. Herbert Harris. May you take these words and may they be like wind beneath your wings to help you fly to your goals, to help you rise to your vision, to help you realize your purpose. Always knowing that each and every day you get better and better. Committed to the fact that the best is always yet to come. See you on Wednesday for Wisdom Wednesday. Don't forget, get your copy of the 12 Universal Laws of Success and visit our website, herbertharris.com. So it is.